I still haven't heard anything about PK, Messi, Busquets, Jordi Alba, anybody getting their money back. And you know why I haven't heard that? Because it hasn't happened, and I have proof.
Mm.
Yes. Well, is it
Okay.
proof? Basically, it's proof for us.
No, you can't do that. You just
No,
say
we
yes.
can, we can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So saying that, I want to get into Ousmane Dembele because there's something about this story that it doesn't sit right with me.
And for those who don't know, recently announced on a 2-year deal. Big little announcement. They did a whole billboard. I didn't know it was that crazy to re-sign somebody, but he's billboard. He erased the 2, put a 4 on there. He's here.
And let's be clear. This isn't an extension. This is a new contract because his contract ran out last month.
You're okay. So to clarify, the extension would just be whatever he was making before continue. Basically, he got a new deal. This is basically signing somebody again for 2 years. So
exactly. Right. Now, let's talk about Ousmane Dembele just a little bit. Came to Barcelona in 2017 for 140 million euros. He's played 102 out of 190 league matches. Uh-oh. He's made 150 appearances, all comps, 32 goals, 34 assists, and 150 appearances. He just signed this. Also, he got 13 of those assists last season.
He might end up on our next segment. Was bust or nah?
That's been rough for sure.
The numbers kind of.
Yeah, I mean, there was one point in time I was this guy's the most ball losing player I've ever seen in my life. I never seen somebody lose the ball more than him.
Everybody who dribbles does that. Neymar went to spree. I was like, he's just never going to pass anybody anymore, and it happens.
He just signed this 2-year contract with Barcelona at reduced wages. Oh, broke my heart.
How old is he?
25.
Oh my God.
He signed a 2-year contract at reduced wages. Now, Caesar, the only, when I hear that, I think that you've been bullied and I think there's a crime going on. And you know why I think that? Because I remember things. I remember in January when Dembele was saying, I won't give in to blackmail. When Barcelona was saying, this is what Barcelona was telling him in January. You got to take a reduced wage contract or you got to go. And Dembele put on his Instagram, I won't give in to blackmail. All of a sudden, 6 months later, he's doing a deal with reduced wages.
He gave it to blackmail. I mean, allegedly. It's crazy because this sport, the memory is as fickle as anything else in the world, right? All it takes is, and you know what's really weird to me? It always kind of made it feel weird to me how consistently positive Xavi was about Dembele. Remember he'd be like, oh yeah, after everything, he's immensely talented. Just give him some time. He'll be there. I'm like, okay, I get it. Are we asking this on purpose? You know what it gave me vibes of? Good cop, bad cop. Coach got my back. Board is pressing me for money. Good cop, bad cop. And then for a young 25-year-old, it's and mind you, this is a 25-year-old who came up in the soccer system, literally a 17-year-old debut at was it Rennes? I think it was Rennes, right?
I think younger than that.
He's just grew up in playing high-level soccer. Then went to Dortmund, baller. He's thinking yeah, but coach is looking out for me. And, I don't know what the deal is behind the scenes, but that feels very good cop, bad cop to have great appraise from your coach publicly. I don't know what it is in a training publicly, but then, you go home and you got these emails where it's yo, accept the contract because it's not happening like this over here. It's
Caesar, they were basically saying to Dembele in January, accept the contract or you're just not going to play for the rest of the season. And he wasn't playing a little bit, but then he's just too good. Xavi was somebody had to say, look, he's too good to leave on the bench for the rest of the season.
Exceptionally talented player.
Yeah, like he's too
he
good.
Can start any team in the world. He can start.
And when he started playing again, he was balling and he was like killing it.
Yeah, when he looked like honestly that blackmail era gave him time to heal up, and he just kind of was just chilling. He came back. He looked really good. Like he actually looked like exactly what they needed. They were missing that.
And also, it looked like he was playing. It looked like he was rejuvenated to play, to leave, to get a bigger, to get a big contract
to show clubs that he's not washed or anything like that.
Exactly. Yeah. But what ended up happening? The same damn thing that happened with Mbappe. Mbappe last summer was saying that it sounds like I'm being threatened by the owner.
Even winter. It was like in winter too.
Well, he gave that interview last summer.
In the summer, yeah.
When he went, well, actually, no, you're right. He gave the interview in like the fall. But it was the whole saga was from the summer. He wanted to leave. He gave the interview saying that it feels like he's being threatened. You know, he's supposed to be going for free. Everybody knows he wants to go to Real Madrid. All of a sudden, he's signing a contract with PSG.
Yeah, and it's always the classic. Like, I mean, people always say, "Oh, he looks happy." No one ever does a contract announcement depressed. Like, literally, you can't do that. Like, you
and also
publicly, you'd be like, "Yeah, hey guys."
And if they threatened you, for sure, they're like, you better look happy when you go out there.
He's supposed to look in the camera like this, really excited to be here.
Like, come on,
you're treating me great.
Yeah, like
those old Afghanistan videos.
You gonna get Daniel Pearled if you no,
but you know what I mean. Like it's like it doesn't mean everything's all good on an extension. It doesn't mean a positive.
That's scary.
I think me and you can both attest to this. It's very peculiar how these clubs fight for re-signing these players when it's like, don't they get value out of like the transfer market? I just don't understand.
Well, that's the thing. Like,
they had opportunities to transfer these players before.
Well, that
seems like they're fighting to fix their errors that they previously banked on prior. Like,
and with Dembele at Barcelona, it just seems like he was injured a lot. Maybe teams were saying like, we want him, but it wasn't enough money.
And we don't want to pay him that much either.
Yeah, so Barcelona's like, no, we'll just keep him. But then it got down to January, and it's like, well, in June it's free. So it seems like to me, Barcelona said, hey, we're not letting you go for free, and we got this dirt on you. So if you don't want it to get out, then you need to sign a contract, homie.
It's really crazy because it was like when that Messi situation happened, it was almost like they're like, yo, we this cannot happen again. There's no way.
Yeah, because I feel like with Messi, like
he's big. He almost became bigger than the club. So it's like,
for sure. And I feel like with Messi, it's hard to know whether Barcelona benefited more from keeping him that extra year and letting him go for free.
We won't know. We won't know to now. It'll be a while.
It's hard to know because you do just make a lot of money from having Messi on your team. I don't know about that, but Dembele is different. Either way, it seems fishy at best. Like, a player was out the door. The club wanted. He said himself, "I'm not taking lower wages. I'm not doing it." Then 6 months later, he does it, and he was talking about blackmail. So let's get into the